Thank you for coming back on again. It's your host again, Wasif, and I'll be happy to tell you all about what we've done in the past few hours. We've had some great, insightful conversations about new event marketing, about why event technology is such a great must-have, and how and what we're doing for the future of these upcoming events. I personally was involved in a conversation where we're looking at how we can improve attendee experience, how people are looking at these technologies and the best practices to use while you're actually using them. And we covered a lot today. And it may seem mind blowing, like you're seeing so many options. And we wanted to have this great panel with none other than the best spokesperson, with our fabulous CEO, Mohammed Younas, who's right here with me. Thank you, Mohammed, for giving us this time. And
Thank you,
we've
Asif.
Hi, Eunice, and we feel very confident that you know how you can be launching in-person, hybrid, and virtual events. So this is an open panel. Feel free to ask conversations right there in the chat below, and ask anything that you have in mind for your upcoming event, what you're looking to do. The chat is open now, so please send us your questions. Eunice, take it away.
Thank you, Asif. Again, guys, I would love to see where you guys are logging in from. So let us know also that on chat. And if you have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and post them on chat.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have our first one right now, Eunice. So the question that's come in is what is vFair's solution for companies moving into omni-channel event plans?
Yeah, so I think it all start with again, what is the business problem that you're trying to solve? What is the objective of this particular event? See, depending on whether you're running a conference, a trade show, or job fair, it's always about what exactly are we trying to achieve, or you as an event organizer is trying to achieve a result of that conference. Based on that, again, vFairs would love to again guide you, consult with you to let you know how either vFairs virtual event solution, in-person event solution, or a combination of both, which is a hybrid event solution, can help you better achieve your end outcome. Again, as I said, there's no one size that fits all. Depending on just the type of conference, the nature of conference, that solution will vary from one customer to another. But I think where vFairs is very strongly positioned is that we can help you with any of those type of events, whether these are virtual events, in-person events, or hybrid events. And again, we'll guide you as part of our conversation with you once we learn a bit more about your event.
Absolutely. No, thank you, Eunice, for that insight. I think it's great as we're moving and adding new technologies as well. Another one that's come in and it's been a popular one too. That are there any new features available to support sponsor and exhibitors better at virtual events? In your opinion, what would you think is the best addition for that?
Sure. Yeah, see, there are more than 10 different ways we can help, again, sponsors stand out. Just the most recent ones are, if you look at what the announcement that we made today, which is the roundtable networking sessions. You can have those roundtables sponsored by a certain company, by a sponsor. So that's something that will help those sponsors stand out, similar to how it happens in person event, right? Where some of these exhibitor sponsors are powering some of those again in-person roundtable discussions. Whether it's a party or a lunch or a breakfast. Even in the virtual events now, you can have those roundtable sessions sponsored by someone. Similarly, you can go ahead and you can have those special networking rooms sponsored by a certain company. And again, as people are browsing around that virtual room, sponsor can get a lot of branding space out there, and there can be announcements and videos being played by the sponsor as people are roaming around that virtual arena. And I can go on, but these are the two new that have been just launched literally this week, and we'd love to show you how your sponsor can stand out using these two different methods.
Absolutely. No, thank you, Eunice, for that insight. I do see some more questions coming in, and I think I'll just read off the first one. They're nonprofit in Cali, and their audience are small business owners seeking technical assistance, so some guidance on how vFairs would do it, and for any supplier diversity options or profit opportunities of how they could do their event.
Sure.
Any
Yes, yeah.
thoughts
I
on that?
think when it comes to providing any technical assistance, see, vFairs is one of those companies where you don't have to sign up for the support. The support always come with every vFairs license. We don't want people to pay extra for support, whether it is for them as an event organizer or for their exhibitors or for their attendees. All of your stakeholders, from attendees, exhibitors, speakers, and to yourself, all of them get that free, again, live technical support as and when they are required. So I understand that if you're a small company, you might not be able to power, or again, you might not have the manpower to handle so many different audiences. vFairs provide you all of that with every single license. So again, that's something I just want you guys to know, that wherever we can take the burden from you in type of any customer support or training, we always do that for all of our customers.
Absolutely. And then moving forward with organizing these events, and budget has always been a question for hybrid or virtual. And there's another question from Trinidad and Tobago, that how do you suggest I raise funding to pay for your service for different pricing plans, or anything, if you can talk about that?
Nolan, I think that's a great question, and I just want you to know that, we know that, again, when we were building even vFairs almost 10 years back, we knew that again, when it comes to sales and marketing, branding and sponsorship, and the ability for our event organizers to raise again, these funds, is the single most important thing that we'll have to consider when building our platform. And that's why from day one, again, the look and feel of the platform and the way our platform appear kept that in mind. And from day one, we made sure that we allow you as an event organizer to create several sponsorship packages and slots for you to sell, so that you can cover, again, any of your expenses, including vFair's license. We would love to work with you and create that custom package for you, even before you sign up for your vFair's license, right? Again, there are different ways that your pricing can be created, and you can create different tiers for different type of, again, attendees or exhibitors you plan to have. We'd love to assist you on that one. We realize that being a small company, you have to raise money first before you start kind of spending money with any supplier, and we are with you on that one. We'd love to kind of help you create those sponsorship packages so that you can raise the funds first before you even sign up with vFairs.
Absolutely. Thank you for that insight, Younas. And moving further, as you're doing these events, and let's say you're at the event experience, for those event attendees, there's another question that not using the mobile app, and they're attending on their mobile browser. What has vFairs done, or what are the options to have a greater experience for them?
Yeah. So Ben, again, we launched vFair's mobile app, for 6 months back. But before that, again, we have had literally more than 40 million users who are using the platform either on the web or they're through their cell phone on a mobile browser, right? From day one, our the way we have built the platform is built on HTML5, which means that it is always device agnostic. So whether you are attending the event through a mobile device, through an iPad, it should fit well, within that particular browser space. So we'd love to, again, give you a demo of how our platform appears on any mobile device, the famous ones, the iPhone and the Samsung devices, and any Android device. And you will see that the experience over there is as good as that of a web one or the mobile app one.
Absolutely. And just asking about moving more towards the best type of provider organizer that would be for vFairs. Is vFairs the right platform when all content is educational, and it's not certainly focused on for profit opportunities for education? What would be your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Richard, I want you to know that, one of the top 3 industries that we work with are the nonprofits, and again, their content is primarily educational. And I would say that's one of our strongest use case, where you can put in a lot of content out there in our platform. It appears in a way that looks visually very appealing. You have things like leaderboard and gamification to incentivize your audience to browse through that educational content and consume that educational content. And then we have things like even the CE credits, the certificates that you can give to your users once that educational content has been consumed. I would like to believe that vFairs is the most prominent platform when it comes to the content that's purely of educational nature. And again, our top three customer base is the one that use us for that particular use case, which is for educational content, then for the profit opportunities.
Thank you, Younas, for sharing your insight on that. I hope that answers questions. Feel free to keep commenting in the Q&A box, and we'll be happy to answer more questions. Younas, one that's just come in is we're all looking at and talking about the new product reveal that vFairs has today about venue gear. Is that live to use for everyone now? And when and where will it be available?
See, when you give services, which is again, our services around in-person events, yes, they are available for anyone to use right now. Again, primarily we have launched them in the US, in Canada, UK, and Europe countries. We're about to get into APAC countries, in the coming month. But again, if you are a customer whose event is down the lane later in Q3, Q4, would love to learn a little bit more about that particular event. Which location are you using? And you might be able to prioritize launching those venue gear services in your country as well. Right now, they are again they're available to be used across North America as well as in UK and Europe.
Perfect. I think that's really exciting for all of us hearing this and attending this right now. We've launched a brand new tier of services, so feel free to check them out. We'll have another session as well. We also have an after party coming up too. And just I think the one final question for today, Eunice, would be more on um, understanding. Well, are there any the new features that are available? Could you talk about what benefits roundtables do bring to the conference in addition to the existing features that we have?
Uh, Absolutely. See, when it comes to the round table, the idea is to be able to bring in like-minded or audience for a specific topic. You can create any number of round tables. You can create the virtual seats around any of those round tables. And the idea is that pretty much like how it happens in an in-person event, where you can go and you can have those breakout sessions in person. The idea is to replicate exactly that experience, but in a virtual roundtable session. We would love to give the demo of that particular feature to you whenever you are available. Whoever asked this question, to again see how it can work best for your particular conference.
Absolutely. No, thank you. And just one comment as well, maybe not a question, is that the Zoom meetings that you do have are now embedded within the vFairs platform itself. That's one of our new features that we do have. In addition, Microsoft Teams too. So I think these are constant new features that we're adding, Younes.
And Heidi, just to answer your question, again, we give our customers option where it's up to them to decide whether they wanna open a Zoom session or a Microsoft Teams sessions within our platform, or they want to have a link out to Zoom itself. So I just wanted to know that, I understand that you attended one of the seminars where it might have opened in the Zoom app itself, but that's not how it has to be for your event. You yourself can define for your event if you want to have Zoom embedded within our platform. We have been offering that for almost a year now for all of our customers, and we'd love to show you how the embedded Zoom experience or the embedded Microsoft Teams experience look within our platform.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Eunice, and for sharing your insights with us through this Ask Me Anything session. We've now come to the end of Discover Next 2022, and it's been a pleasure hosting this event and learning so much more about all of these new features.